What's up, guys? This is the network back with another video, and today we are talking about how to take your credit score from weak to powerful fast. Now listen, we're not talking about gimmicks or fluff, we're talking about a real 7-day strategy to fix your credit, boost your score, and get your file ready for real approvals, whether you're using your social or a CPN. This is one of those videos you're going to want to run back a few times because each day matters, every move builds on the last, and if you follow this game the way it's laid out, you'll be in a completely different position by the end of the week. As always, this is for educational purposes only. If you need custom help setting this up, hit us on Discord. We're not using Telegram anymore. That platform's too shaky, so tap in directly. Let's lock in and start with day one. Day one is about pulling your full credit report and doing a deep clean. Most people try to boost their score without even knowing what's actually hurting it. So the first thing you need to do is pull all 3 reports from TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. You're not just looking at the score, you're breaking down everything. You're checking your personal info, your addresses, your past employers, your phone numbers. All of that should be clean and tight. If you've got a bunch of old addresses or random employers on file, it makes you look unstable to lenders. And if you're building a CPN file, you already know those mismatches can get you flagged instantly. Next, you're checking for negative items like late payments, charge-offs, collections, and accounts that aren't even yours. You'll be surprised how many reports have stuff that doesn't belong or is reporting wrong. Your job today is to clean the foundation because tomorrow we're going to start attacking it. Day 2 is about hitting the bureaus with disputes. Now that you've identified what's inaccurate or outdated, you're going to dispute those accounts directly. If it's not 100% verified, it's got to go. You can send disputes through their online portals or through certified mail, but personally I always recommend starting with certified mail for anything major. You want to challenge any collections, charge-offs, incorrect balances, duplicated accounts, anything that shouldn't be there. And don't forget to keep copies of everything you send out because you're building a paper trail in case you need to escalate it to the CFPB. Most people don't follow through on disputes. They send one letter and give up, but that's where they lose. Credit repair is war, and you have to stay consistent. Some of y'all will start seeing changes in 48 to 72 hours just from deleting outdated addresses alone, but don't stop there, stay on them. Day 3 is all about lowering your utilization. This is the fastest way to raise your score in real time, and it's also one of the most ignored. Your credit utilization makes up 30% of your overall score, so if you're maxed out on your cards, that score is staying low no matter what else you fix. Here's what you can do today. First, pay those cards down as much as you can, especially if you're over 30%. If you're at 90% utilization and you get that down to 10 or even 6, you'll see a massive score jump. If you don't have the money to pay it all down, look into getting a credit limit increase from your bank or transfer some of the balance to a business card that doesn't report to your personal. If you've got a CPN with fresh trade lines, this is your moment to use that low utilization to your advantage. Banks look at behavior, and low balances make you look responsible, not desperate. Day 4 is when we start adding new positive accounts. This is where credit builder loans, secured cards, and pledge loans come in. If you're using your social, go to your main credit union and get a secured card or a credit builder loan and make sure it reports to all 3 bureaus. If you're using a CPN, there are still lenders that report to all 3, even for new profiles, and we show those in the mentorship. You want to start building a history of on-time payments and credit mix because that's another factor in your score. Don't just rely on one trade line ad, at least 2, so your file starts looking real and seasoned. Day 5 is about authorized users. This one move alone can give you years of credit history in 24 hours if done correctly. You need to find someone with a clean credit card, ideally over 5 years old, and with a high limit and low balance. They don't need to give you the card, they just need to add you as an authorized user so that account hits your file. If you don't have anyone you trust, we offer high balance authorized user packages that report fast and help you build a 700 score foundation. Just make sure the card reports to all 3 bureaus and has perfect history. If your profile is already clean and you add 2 strong AUS, your score will spike almost overnight. Day 6 is when you focus on rental reporting and other alternative data. If you're paying rent and it's not reporting, you're missing out on one of the easiest ways to add long-term positive history. And there are services that backdate your rental payments up to 24 months and that history gets added to your credit report like an installment loan. This increases your average age of accounts, adds payment history, and gives your file more structure. And if you're using a CPN, just make sure your rental agreement matches the name and address on your file so it blends clean. This step is optional but powerful, especially if you're trying to create depth. Day 7 is the review and follow-up. By now you've pulled your reports, disputed negative items, lowered your utilization, added new trade lines, and layered in AUS and rental history. This is when you check back in on your disputes and see what's updated. Some of you are going to see jumps of 60, 80, even 100 points in just a few days depending on how dirty your file was before you started. But even if you don't see a huge jump, yet you've laid the full foundation, and this is where you either keep building or you prep for your first personal guarantee application. So whether you're stacking business credit or just trying to get approved for your first car loan, you now have a credit profile that's actually worth something. Remember, this isn't magic, this is method, this is the network. And if you're serious about taking your credit to the next level or building a fresh file from scratch, tap in with us on Discord. We got mentorship programs, full file setups, business combos, and the real step-by-step plays that you won't find anywhere else. We'll see you in the next video.